What's up guys, I just dropped a YouTube video fishing the St. Lawrence River, but minutes after I posted that video, I just saw Major League Fishing released some new news. They are actually changing the Invitationals, which is the trail that I've been fishing for the past several years, to the Major League Fishing Pro Circuit. That's just the start of things right there, guys. But they are also changing a lot of other factors going into the 2026 season. So I'm going to be looking down here at my phone, reading some of the new changes, but actually these changes are pretty good. So typically we're kind of come to expect changes going into the new year. Either things kind of stay the same or sometimes even get worse, but it seems like this year things may actually start to get better. So the first thing is the Tackle Warehouse Pro Circuit will have a $100,000 first place payout. So that was what the payout was when I first started fishing in 2022. It was $100,000, and it's kind of gone back and forth between $100,000 and $80,000, but we're back to that $100,000 payout, and our entry fees have gone down $500 a tournament. So this year, 2025, our entry fees were $5,500 per tournament. First place was $80,000, so our entry fees are actually rolling back to $5,000, which is pretty good. I know the first year that I fished the pro circuit in 2022, the entry fees were just under $6,000 per tournament. It was like $5,700, something like that. So that's good that we're actually getting a slightly lower entry fee for these tournaments. The next big thing is going to be berths to REDCREST. So each winner of each event will automatically qualify for REDCREST. So that's really cool. And then also, this one's big. The top 50 guys are going to make the no entry fee championship at the end of the year. And it says no matter how many people participate, it's going to be the top 50 no matter what. So in 2025, they ended up taking a third of the people based on an average participation throughout the course of the year. So this year it ended up being 36 people that qualified for the championship, but it says next year no matter how many people fish, 50 people will make it, the top 50 in the Angler of the Year points. So hopefully we do end up getting 150 anglers. That's the field size for the pro circuit. We haven't gotten that the past 2 years. I know the first year that I fished it, we had I think 155 or 160 guys. Second year we were right at about 150. But these past 2 years we've been in the hundreds and sometimes even less for some of the tournament. Next thing is going to be advancement for the BPT. So they're going to be taking the top 5 Angler of the Year standings people, and it says that there's no double qualifying. So I believe what that would entail is that if a BPT angler does finish in the top 5 of the AOY, they would then bump down to the next person, so 6th place. I believe that's what it means, because this year we had it to where one guy, Bobby Lane, qualified for the BPT as one of the top 5 spots. He's already in BPT, but they didn't end up going down to the 6th place guy. And I don't know if this also means that if somebody doesn't accept the invite, we've had that also where some of the guys in the top 5 won't accept the invite, if that'll go down then to the next eligible guy who accepts it. So we'll see when they release the final rules. These are just some key points that they released with their announcement, but they didn't release an actual set of rules, so I assume that'll be coming pretty soon. This is a big one, guys. They just changed the rules for forward-facing sonar. So this year on the Invitationals, it was day 1 we were allowed to use forward-facing sonar. Day 2 there was no forward-facing sonar use allowed at all. And then day 3, if you qualified, the top 30 qualified for the day 3 cut. If you qualified for day 3, you could again use forward-facing sonar. But now 3 hours a day is what they're giving us. So every day of competition you can use it, but you can only use it for 3 hours a day. So that's more in line with what the BPT does. They're allowed 1 period per day of forward-facing sonar, and they get to choose when they use it. So there's not a bunch of details right now based on the press release on how this is all going to work out. They say they have some kind of new technology that will allow for this. I don't know if they're going to change it to periods like the BPT, if they've got some kind of timer system, I don't know. But that'll definitely be interesting, and it kind of brings a new change to the series and gets things more in line with the BPT, which I like. If you're going to be eventually qualifying up for the BPT, it kind of gets you ready for that next step. And I think that is all of the major highlights. I'm sure some more things will come out here pretty soon. Like I said, they didn't drop an official rules for 2026. They just kind of dropped this press release showing some of the new changes. They also have a bunch of BPT guys that are about to get cut, so I would assume some of those guys end up going down to the pro circuit. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the off season here with people moving around, but at least Major League Fishing seems to be making a step in the right direction. Things have definitely been looking up for Major League Fishing lately, which is really good to see, especially since I've been fishing with them since, 2021 I fished Toyota Series, 2022 is when I started fishing professionally with Major League Fishing. So nice to see that they are actually making some moves in the right direction. And based on this, I think I'll definitely be fishing the 2026 pro circuits. Those are the new changes, guys. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of these changes. I did another video on the schedule if you want to go take a look at that, or you can just look it up on majorleaguefishing.com. But those are the changes. 2026, they are going from the Major League Fishing Tackle Warehouse Invitationals to the Major League Fishing Tackle Warehouse Pro Circuit. Let me know what you guys think.